get things started.
All right.
We are good to go. Um, do, 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 where's my recap? All right, here we go. All right, so last time on Icewind Dale, with some time to prepare themselves for the final fight, several members of the party began to converse with each other. Bree went over to Gleice to express her fears that Killian would reject her. However, Gleice expressed his belief that that wouldn't happen and that they would needed to get him home. Bree then went off to Killian. She began with an apology, hoping to make amends with her son. Killian explained that he had made a lot of mistakes in his journey to Ifrin, and he understood now that putting all of the blame on Bree wasn't right. After they both poured their hearts out, Killian told Bree that he hoped that they could fix it together as a family. Ragnar decided to reach out to Zangorn. Ragnar asked for any tips for the upcoming fight, which Zangorn simply stated that the best chance they had was to use Mifalar against her. Zangar also told Ragnar that despite everything, his power was his own. He had the power to become whatever version of himself he wanted, and he hoped that it would be the kind of person who'd have a happy end. Ragnar then apologized to Claudia for some of the things he did in the past. Claudia apologized as well, believing that they both could become better people over time. Ragnar, despite his amazing charisma, awkwardly asked if Claudia would go out on a date with him after they defeated the Frost Maiden. She
First
agreed to
time.
this.
First time.
First time. She agreed to this, stipulating that one, they get the best sweets and food in town they could find, and two, that if the Frost Maiden took over her mind, Ragnar wouldn't let her stop them. Brandon went over to talk to Killian. Killian expressed how it hurt to know how much he hurt his family during the journey. He also asked Brandon how to live with such a personal loss, and Brandon said that the pain doesn't completely go away, but dwelling on the past wouldn't solve anything. Killian vowed to leave behind a better world for Tally, and Brandon told him that as a father, they need to be more than a protector, they need to give them an example. Next was Eden, who, after a brief walk around camp, decided to sit next to Viren. She talked about the connections she made in this journey. She believed that the group was her found family, and Viren expressed how he felt like he was wandering in the dark until he met Eden. He was afraid that he would slip back into that world without her. Eden expressed that she would stick with him no matter what. Eden also mentioned that once this was over, she would face Saint Trina and right her wrong. And Viren said regardless of how she intended to do that, he would be by her side. After the group finished preparing their gear, Bree went over to Tally. Tally said that she wanted to forgive her father, but she felt conflicted about everything that had happened. She did say that more than anything, she wanted her family to write on this blank page in her journal, hoping that it could be the beginning of something new. Bree decided to be the first to write on this page with the phrase, "Love persists." The party then began their journey down the spire and towards its center. There was a magical barrier that Killian had been trying to break since he arrived. With the final components collected, the party was able to break the magical wall and enter the inner sanctum. Inside was the Frost Maiden. She quickly learned the hard way that Mifalar was untouchable to godlike beings, preventing her from using it. She accosted the party for ruining her beautiful silence and quickly encased Mifalar in a frozen cage. With Mifalar frozen, she then proceeded to summon an army of Mephits to support her. Valin, Tally, and Gleice were to go and deal with this threat, while the party dealt with the Frost Maiden. The party sprung into action, with the Frostbane flying above them, casting several frozen lances down below, Bree and Eden charging forward to fight the newly spawned Mephits. While Brandon charged forward as well on the back of his mighty steed Peanut, Bree began to cast a spell she had just learned, and the DM had no idea of. Dancing up the staircase, her motions reflecting the different moments in her life, she donned a cloak made out of pure moonlight that filled the area with a beautiful light and protected her friends. The Frost Maiden continued to cast more spells of frigid cold, along with fear effects to slow down the party. And while this was happening, Eden tried to talk to the Frost Maiden, pleading with her to stop this. The Frost Maiden tried to conjure a snowstorm to hide in, but the blinding light from both Eden's Crystal Warhammer and Breen's Mooncloak made it impossible, and Ragnar used this opportunity to cast a cacophony shield around him, making his own little thunderstorm to deal some damage. Brandon, even under the fear effect, used Peanut to climb a nearby statue and get a devastating hit in. While the Frostmaiden tried to maneuver out of the way, Ragnar used his Staff of Power to cast a massive lightning bolt that pierced both the Frostmaiden and brought her tumbling down. However, the Frostmaiden was not finished. She simply reformed into a new body that was large and covered in jagged ice, and she quickly created her own small tornado to trap Ragnar. Luckily, Ragnar's mirror images was able to tank the hits from her icy morning stars. The party continued to trade blows with her. She did, however, cast a cyclone of wind and snow to bring as many of the team towards her, summoning a large icy scythe that dealt a devastating hit to the group. Eden lost both an arm and a leg. Claudia
And I
lost
do
an
it again.
You'd be like, yeah, put me in, coach. Eden lost both an arm and a leg. Claudia lost an eye and a leg. And Killian lost an eye during this whirlwind of an attack. This did not slow down Eden, as she was able to break the frozen cage around Mifilar, and the Frostmaiden summoned a massive wall of ice to try and prevent some of the party from reaching it. However, Brandon was able to teleport using a scroll of Thunderstep. Reaching out to Mifilar, he was able to use it to create a massive beam of energy that not only shattered the wall, but dealt a critical blow to the Frostmaiden. Ragnar, in the meantime, summoned a draconic spirit that took the form of Zangor to help finish this fight. Brandon, Eden, and Bree each continued to use Mifilar. Brandon continued to damage her. Bree used it as a means to heal her friends and her family, while Eden used it to have a private conversation with Oriel, which seemed to have some of effect. As the battle reached its climax, Brandon realized that if he used Mifilar one more time, it would cost him his life. And in that moment, he chose to use it as a means to finally bring this hunt to an end. As Brandon's radiant form began to disappear, he said his final goodbye to the party and hoped that his children would have the future he so desperately wanted for them. Zangor, in its draconic form, used what power he had to burn down Mifilar so that it could not be used or exploited by anyone who might come looking for it. This would be Zangor's final act as he parted ways with Ragnar, his spirit finally coming to a rest. Valin then used the Professor Orb and teleported the party outside of Ifrin, making sure that they got them all to safety. For the party gave everything they had to stop the Frostmaiden, it seemed that perhaps the Eternal Winter had reached its end. So, a couple bookkeeping things here. Number one, there is one thing that was left for left even after the body of Brandon dissipated was his helmet. So I'm assuming you guys kind of picked up the helmet and kind of teleported out with him.
Yeah.
With it. And
that's the only thing that's left?
Well, you picked up some of the ashes. I did allow you to do that last time.
So
but it's the pocket sand.
It can be used in rituals.
Is it magical anyway?
Yeah.
I summon thee.
Perhaps. But currently, you guys are teleported outside. It seemed like Valin just tried to think of a location that would seem appropriate, and she actually teleported outside Brandon's old town, Caer Konig.
Okay.
So as you land in the snow, all of you kind of like exhausted from the fight. A couple things you notice. The Eternal Night, it's gone. For the first time in a long time, you look towards the sky and you see the sun. You see not shrouded by clouds or gray. It's bright. It's shining. Even little pieces of the snow are starting to melt around you as you kind of look around. The other big thing that happens immediately is Valin just falls to the ground, unconscious. Like,
wait,
just
what the fuck?
and Ragnar, the first thing you notice is like, oh, she has been casting a lot of spells and doing a lot of stuff today, and she's an old lady. She's a little bit tired.
Yeah. I'll try to heal her, and
Yeah, you can try and heal her,
yeah,
sure.
like, oh, what? Okay, I'll just use whatever. I have nothing. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'll just carry
E-
her. I
Eden
have
still has
nothing.
like a little bit of lay on hands, if that
Oh,
will help.
okay.
Yeah, just one
She'll-
point.
Even just like
probably.
one
Yeah.
pip would help.
Yep,
for
yep,
sure.
yep, yep.
Yeah,
Blitz.
this is funny because he is currently being the crutch for Claudia because Claudia lost.
Claudia lost a leg. Yeah,
Yep.
right now, Claudia's got her arm around your shoulder, kind
Yeah.
of using you as a makeshift crutch.
Yeah, and I will try to carry her up because, but he's a little bit weak in strength, so he's like dragging her through the snow.
Yeah.
Like,
But yes,
why is she so
Eden,
heavy?
as Eden, as you do, kind of like put your lay on hands on her back, you see Valin kind of rise again, and she goes, "Thank you. It's been
Yeah,
it."
I can't believe we were trying to pick between you and the Zan. You were always just a better pick.
She kind of like tries to readjust herself, like, "Oh, I gotta be cool." Yeah, well, obviously.
Says the woman who's been dragged over through the snow. Well, you're back up.
But
Now you can walk, I guess.
but yeah, I see Valin go. No, we should find a place to rest in
Yeah.
town, at least like one of the taverns, something, anywhere. And I'm sure there's a lot going on. I need to regain my strength.
Since we're in
Likewise.
Kerkonig, do you think there's room on the farm for us?
I would assume so, but and you
Let's
know, she gets a
go.
little bit more.
Yeah.
She gets a little bit more serious and thinks like, I would assume you wanted to take at least a little bit of time before you delivered that news.
What do you guys think, Bree?
Sorry.
Actually.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Brie, you're saying something?
Well,
Bree and
I
Red
kind
Bull.
of say, I was gonna say, well, I think we can tell the family about Brandon's passing, but I kind of look towards the missing people with missing limbs.
I could go another round, bro.
I think we
Eden
should
is not
try
stopping.
to-
She could be missing 2 legs and she'd be
Unstoppable, yeah.
rolling down the mountainside.
Yeah, I just mean like, can we just maybe put some sort of prosthetic first? I mean, I don't have what's gonna be the spell to fix limbs regenerate.
No,
you-
there's nothing.
Well,
Yeah,
Need a
it's funny.
there
Tally does go. I might know somebody that could help us with that, but they're not in Care Koenig. But
Yeah.
let's get a room for Valin at the very least, and then I think we can head over to the Snowwind Ranch afterwards. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
all right.
Cool.
Right.
Okay, it is regenerate, but it's a 7th level spell.
Don't worry,
Surely one of
Bree.
us. One of us has
Surely,
it, right?
surely one of you has a 7th-level spell. To be fair, that snow cloak felt like a 7th-level spell for
Yeah.
what it did in that last fight.
Yeah. Mhm.
But as you kind of go into the town, just to kind of like set up base and find the tavern, the first thing you notice right off the bat is just like people are coming out of their little homes, their houses, everybody is just amazed by the sky. Like this is like an unknown. This is an unknown sight for some people. Actually, like were born under the eternal night, so this is the first time like little kids who are
seeing
just
the
seeing
sun.
this sun for the first time.
Mm.
But as you kind of make your way to the tavern and kind of like sit down and just kind of like get your bearings a little bit, um you see Torvis kind of show up immediately like clock the party and goes, "Oh my God, you guys made it back. Was this you?"
Yeah.
And it was Brandon.
And it does not take Torvis to take too
Mm.
long to kind of put some pieces together. And Torvis goes, I see. Dang. Dang.
Dang indeed.
Well, I I can't even begin to thank you all for what you did. So you really did stop her, huh?
Yep. Not an easy fight.
I could tell you all seem pretty haggard at the moment. Well, let me get you some food, hey, you two, you know what to do. And it's the first time you've actually been in the Northern Lights like bar,
Mhm.
and there's these like two tiefling twins that just have this like very bizarre stare to them, and they appear to be the owners, and they just say in unison, go, "Yes, let us
What the
get some
hell?
food."
Yeah.
And they almost like move in motion. They're very bizarre for certain. And he's like, "Ah, it's whatever." And they do get some food for you all, but Torvis says, "So with the Frost Maiden defeated and taken out, like we'll finally have the sun again." Wow, that's a lot to think about, a lot to process.
Mm.
And he thinks about, he sees the one. I'm just curious, which one of you is holding Brandon's helmet at the moment?
I'm holding his ash, but like if no one else is taking it, I'll probably just put it
I
on.
can hold it.
Okay, sure. Then you hold it.
I like the
Yeah.
idea of Bree holding the helmet, and but Torvis does look at you, Bree, and says, well, as much as it's time for celebration, I'd recommend Bree, right? Sorry, it's been a minute.
It's been a while.
I recommend maybe you tell Cassidy. She's actually not far out of town. She's not at the ranch. She's just on the outskirts. I saw her. I think she was clocking the sunlight as well. I mean, she is the head of the family after all.
Then I guess that's what we should do.
All right. I'll do what I can to get things, I want to let the town people know that you guys, along with Brandon, we have our own way of doing things in Care Koenig. When somebody passes on, I have my own stuff to prepare. But should
I'm
definitely
sorry
tell.
about your friend.
He thinks for a long moment, looking at the sky, and he says, "You know what? I would have liked to had a drink with him one last time, but I gotta admit that it sounds like he went out with a bang. So
One last time.
I'll drink to him later, for sure." But I'm assuming, Bree, you're gonna go and tell Cassidy.
Yeah, that's gonna be us. Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk out of the tavern, you do see some of the NPCs feel like they want to give some space for the party to talk with Cassidy at least a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, and you see, it doesn't take too long, Bree. You're pretty good at clocking and investigating. You find Cassidy on the outskirts of town, just sitting on like one of these kind of like rocks that are like, piercing out of the snow that appears to be melting at the moment. And she's just kind of sitting by herself at the moment, kind of looking up towards the sky.
Cassidy.
She turns towards you, and it's interesting. Like you see, she's already her eyes are still like a little wet at the moment. As she looked towards you, and goes, "Hey, Bree."
It's probably the first time in a long while we had such good weather.
Yeah. I think he
And I
would have
kind
like.
of.
I think he would
Oh,
have
sorry.
loved to have. It's interesting. She catches you a little bit off guard, and she says, I think he really would have loved to have seen it.
You already know.
I just I just knew. I felt it. I felt like he was looking down at me, and as the sun began to part from the sky, I had a feeling I knew what he did to make that happen.
I walk closer, hand her the helmet, and I just say, "Your father, I think he did it for you, but he also did it for himself. He finally went away with the knowledge that what he will leave behind is better than what he had."
She kind of like even through like some of the tears around her eyes, she does smile and goes, I'm glad he got to I'm glad he got that in the end. More importantly, I'm glad he got one last journey on Icewind Dale. And she just kind of holds the helmet and kind of just like rubs her thumbs across like the top of the iron, and she just kind of stares at it for a moment and says, I'll be the one to tell my family. If give us a day, but I would like you to be there. I think at least the four of you for the memorial. I think he'd want you to be there.
Of course, I think Ragnar, you have the ashes, right?
Yep, it's right here.
And
And
she
I
does
pull out
cologne.
the urn that holds his ashes.
He says, thank you. And as the scene ends, just for the narrative, we are going to cut to about a day later. We do return to Snowwind Ranch. The NPCs that who you've traveled with kind of decided to give you guys space, as this is mostly going to be for the Snowwind family and the four of you. And there is a bit of a service, and one of the things that they do decide to do is they do decide to bury Brandon next to Fran, who was on the hillside, along with this massive oak tree. And I'm just going to play the music that I was looking for. Is this the correct music? Yes. Okay. And as they finish burying and having the gravestone, I'm gonna let some leeway. Brandon, what would you think would have been an appropriate thing to be on your gravestone?
Probably the helmet.
Yeah, no, like obviously the helmet for sure. But I mean, like usually there's like a phrase on a gravestone.
Inscription.
Like
That'd be
other than
class.
here lies Brandon Snowwind, and then there's either just a small phrase. It could be just simple. It could be empty if you wanted to. But I will leave that up to you. I will give you the creative decision in this moment.
I think if you did the party tell them everything Brandon told them?
I think they would have had a conversation for
Yeah.
sure.
All right. In that case, I think the inscription would be, "Here lies Brandon Snowwind, father, husband, protector. May the world something like that. May the world be brighter."
Mhm.
That or something not like that. May I'm not sure. I'm having difficulty here. It's something like
You should have come
something referencing
prepared.
how he, something referencing. I'm not gonna do sappy stuff, but it's something that referencing how hopefully his sacrifice made the world a better place.
Right. Yeah. He led his own life, but hoped to leave it brighter. Something simple like that. Okay. And
Finally, my farm can see another season.
exactly. He's in the sky. He's in the sky at the moment for
Yeah.
sure, being like, finally, I can see the beautiful sun. Jesus.
Finally, we can grow different crops now.
Yeah.
Finally.
Exactly. And one of the things that as they're doing the funeral service, each one of the family members leaves something by your gravestone, Brandon. You see Cassidy leaves an arrowhead from your first hunt. You see Carson leaving a feather that he kept from the first time he successfully wrote an axe speak, sort of like a father and son ritual that you helped him do. You see Cooper leaving a charm he made with you when he was a kid. Specifically, I'd like to think like a dream catcher, something to help keep the bad dreams away, and possibly part of his fixation with charms. You see Colton leave what appears to be a strange part of his staff. It's a deer scent gland, something that you helped build with him as he used to walk around the forest for quite some time. You see Claire leave a small gardening shovel. You see Sawyer and Sean leave a book you used to read to him, read to them that may have inspired their trickster personality. You see Soren leave a quill from his first ledger, and you see Skylar leaving a painting of you, her father, arms around her family as a protector. And they kind of all stare at the grave at the moment. And if you guys want to, because I think Cassidy is going to say the last little bit for this bit of a memorial, is there any little words you want to say for Brandon's passing?
Are we all gonna give like a testimony? Is that like
It could be even just a small phrase. It could be a little testimony. It doesn't have to be super long. It's up to you. Or you could just remain quiet and kind of let the family do what they want to do.
I look towards the Ragnar and
Yeah.
Eden.
Like, if you guys need some time, I can, like, say something. I don't know.
Sure.
I have
You can start
no
right
script, so
now. I know I am putting a little bit on you,
You
for
know what?
sure, but I think this is
I
very
walked
appropriate.
to the front, facing the crowd, and just said, "Brendan is a simple man. He wants his home to be safe. He wants his family to be safe. And he held up on that end of the bargain. He fought till the end. Never yield. And brave as always."
The family nods, respecting the words that you had to say.
Yeah.
Eden, is there anything you wanted to say?
Eden will say he was the strongest man I've ever met. The tallest too. And the biggest in so many ways. But I think what truly was large about him was his heart, his love for his family. And Brandon, let it be known that you did protect everyone. We will miss you dearly.
Very good.
Mm.
And Bree, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I think I look towards the family, and Bree just kind of mentions that I have to thank all of you, Ragnar, Eden, all of you. I look towards family, and I say, your father, as they've said, was probably the strongest man I've met. Definitely the most stubborn. We've had our, I think personally, we had our differences, but we came together in the end for family. And Brandon gave me the opportunity to restore mine. And then she kind of just looks at the grave and kind of then says, let it be known just that moving forward from today, there's a whole new world, a whole new era to the Icewind Dale. And that's what your father fought for. Personally, I then put a hand to my chest and I say, for what he has done for me, you may call upon me. I'll still be around Icewind Dale, and I'll help the family when if you need me. You can just send me a letter, and I'll be there. And in a year's time, I will also help the plants grow in the farm once again, like I did before.
You see Claire kind of smile at that and see, you're always welcome, Bree. You always are. And you see
I
the
hope I
last word.
am.
At this point, for sure. It's like, nah, we're good.
All right, thanks.
The last thing that is said is you see Cassidy go up to the grave, look at her family, and say, Brandon, he left us a lot. He left us a farm, a home, a place where we can build a better life. He left us a means to build our own futures. We may not have gotten along all the time, and hell, sometimes I hated him quite a lot. But he was still here for us when we really needed him. He used to say we are born a million men, but die as one. I like to think that he died a good man. And she just goes down and places her hand on the helmet and says, love you, Dad. You say hi. You say hi to Mom for us.
Oh man.
And as the memorial finishes, you do return to Caer Konig, where after such moments like this, Caer Konig, they want to not just celebrate they don't want to focus on the loss. They have to, of course they do, but they want to remember the life. They want to celebrate the life of a person. So you see they're celebrating multiple things. They're celebrating the end of the eternal night. So certainly at the moment, there are people playing songs and music to kind of like reminisce about all the times that they've spent together in the cold. And at this moment, you see Torvis, kind of say, well, I did my end of the bargain. I've got everything ready, and we've got everything set to go to have one hell of a party for the end of the eternal night and the great sacrifice of an old friend. And we got all kinds of stories to tell about it. Let me tell you, oh, I've got some good stories about Brandon Snowwind. But,
Do not tell them about the cup incident.
What cup incident? I would like to know.
Oh, Ragnar, come with me and I'll tell you.
Yes. Secret.
And it's like you hear this story that for the purposes of this, no one will hear.
Yes.
Well, it's one of those
I-
things. It's one of those things. It's funnier if you imagine it for what it is.
No, this is very much the noodle incident from Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah,
Rick
exactly.
Never explained.
Yep. No one
No,
would know.
I
except
wanna-
me.
I want to whisper to Eden. It's like, do you think we should tell him about Brandon's wing incident?
Oh.
You see it go. Wait, come back. I need to hear this.
Oh, I don't know. I just like it might be too soon.
No. Don't worry, pal. I'll share with you. Let's go.
Yeah. So as they're kind of walking by, you also see like some of the family are around town, and you see like you see Claire going like telling her own like little stories, and you see, I do remember that one time he was trying to help me garden, and I swear to God, he fell in that little pothole I dug out of him at least 4 times, despite how many times I warned him. Oh, it was so funny. And she kind of like smiles and looks towards you, Edith, and says, you know, I've got some drinks, I got some, and I've got some fresh vegetables from the garden. I can't thank you enough, Bree. That magical garden you built, we've been feasting like we're kings and queens. So
You're the ones who built it. I just did a dance.
well, you're gonna have to show me how to do that dance, because I've been gardening for the last 10 years, and no dance in front of the carrots I ever did ever made them sprout the way you did. So
What a
she
third
does-
level spell can do. I'm just kidding. Let's see.
It's just like, so how do I become a bard?
You can also become a druid. You can also do that. You can get it through that too. Ooh.
Ooh, there's some ideas. But as Claire kind of talks with you two, you see Valin kind of approach as well, and say, well, I know that I was talking with Tally, and she did say something about getting new limbs, and I'm assuming you would want that. And she kind of looks, Eden, your missing arm and leg. I will say this, one of the things that did happen off screen is that you did get a crutch. So somebody made you a crutch.
Oh, that's nice.
What about Claudia? She also gets.
They made her a crutch too.
Oh,
You
thank
get the
God.
sense
Yay.
you get the sense also like Viren's shoulder was getting tired.
Well, it's my shoulder, but
Well,
yeah.
yours too.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you both were doing that.
No. I have to specify. Only Ragnar is doing that. He's very
Oh,
specific.
oh,
Yes.
Only Ragnar.
And he is a little bit
Mm.
reluctant to let go. Just saying.
Oh, okay. If
Yeah.
that's the case, then you see
You're
Claudia
a
go,
spy,
like,
dog.
Claudia's just like,
Smooth.
you know, I can hop on one foot, Reg. All right, I
No, you can't. You can't. You need to stick by my side. I'll be your crutch.
Uh-huh.
That is all.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
No more jokes.
So
no,
this,
no, you
this-
guys, no.
So,
mm.
so this is the charisma
Mm.
I've heard so much about.
Yes.
Fascinating.
I look towards Glyce and I just say, young love.
Oh, I do remember I stumbled a little bit when I first met you. Oh God, do you remember our first date? Oh, that was Oh,
Yeah.
you see, like, through memory recall of him
Yeah, and I even
embarrassing
say-
himself.
I just say, well, I mean, the first time you saw me, I was just bloodied on the snow, wasn't I? That wasn't the
Well,
best first look I had to my future
Yeah,
husband.
I know, but I figured my first romantic gesture would have been a little less, as how the kids say, cringe. But
Ooh.
More secrets. Yes.
But as you kind of like talk, you eat food. You kind of like celebrate the end of the eternal night. You celebrate the life that Brandon left behind, and all the things that he did. You do see Valen go, well, I've gotten my energy back about, so I should be able to teleport us to Bryn Shander. I do have some business there as well, so whenever you guys are ready, you just give me the word.
Well, like we are still like feasting, sort of, right?
Oh, you know what? We'll leave it. I will also say, as you guys are feasting, Cream Puff has been invited inside the tavern,
finally.
and
Oh my god.
he is
He is
just
like,
munching on a bunch of
finally.
fish.
Yes.
He's just a king, and
Rum,
and
rum,
you
rum,
see,
rum, rum, rum.
Tally kind of smile and goes, yeah, it's a funny. There's just there's a moment where Tally's like, I feel like we forgot something.
I really wish
Where's
Elkin Bling was
Bling?
here.
No!
Oh God,
Yeah.
Elkin Bling! Claudia's also like, oh God, Elkin Bling.
Dude's dead.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He survived a snowstorm. He's okay. He's okay. And Tally's like at the table sobbing. What happened to Elkin Bling?
He's probably dead.
And I kind of point towards I actually point towards what's this Ragnar. It's like, are you supposed to give that staff back?
Oh shit. Okay.
Everyone
No
appears.
sending, like, because we're so tired. I wasn't even paying attention.
I'm sure we can give it back.
Yeah.
Valen also likes, I would also like to return to Ifrin at some point, and perhaps then you can return the staff. As much as I
Sure.
think a powerful staff of immense, magical energy that thing holds, I highly recommend we don't piss her off, and she just gives
That
you, like,
is
the mom
why I
stare.
was like, I'm not gonna keep it to myself. Like,
By the way, it's not even her that gives you the stare, it's her owl familiar that also gives you the mom stare as well.
dude, I know.
We
Like,
just
I
TP'd
look at the
out. It's
oh,
just
like
even I forgot.
Well,
Kevin?
that was the other thing. I was
I
like,
look at
I
the-
actually
Yeah,
asked
go for it.
Robin. I
Yeah.
was like, so are you gonna just fuck off with the staff?
no. Like I look at the owl like Kevin. I know. I'll return it. Don't give me the
Kevin!
look. I know. Like I'm not gonna keep it. All right.
Fine, it's canon. It's
Yeah.
canon.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Damn it. I didn't. I should have named this owl before
Yeah, you should have.
do it.
Yeah. That's a little payback.
This is my fault.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Well, you see Claudia go like, I hate to ask, Bree, could you maybe send a message to Elkin Bling? Maybe just. I mean, just look at her. And you see, the camera cuts to Tally, and she's like, "Where's my cranberry juice?"
Yeah, I give
That
you a
was nothing
sending
off.
to Elkin Bling, and I asked like, "Hey, buddy, sorry, we had to retreat immediately. Where are you right now?"
All right, as you send your message across the arcane ley lines of
Yep.
Icewind Dale, it blows across it like a snow across the breeze. And there's a
Oh
couple
no!
moments where
Silence.
there's no answer,
Dude's
and
dead.
you begin to worry, and then all of a sudden you hear the voice, "Oh, hey guys, kinda new to this. Snow melted, became king of the island,
What?
What?
Oh fuck!
Things looking up.
Wait, no. Is he still like on? Where did we fight?
You guys
it on,
you left him on the ice. You left him on the Isle of the
Yeah.
Solstice, which was the Frost Maiden's
Yeah.
island.
It was never. We never really come back. We just
You
left
know
him
what,
outside the
man?
castle.
He'll
That's
enjoy
it.
it. No, it seems like he's happy there. I mean,
Hey,
You know,
no, we're going back for him.
It's actually, he also says, I am no longer Elkin Bling. I am Elkin King.
Elkin King. I tell Claudia and I tell Tally like, Elkin the King is fine now. He's not on the island.
Yep.
He seems like
And
he's
it's like,
enjoying it.
oh, I guess that worked out quite well.
The king
I
of
mean,
the
he said he
castle.
was
happy
always
ending.
he was always looking for a herd to lead. So, I mean, that's how you guys met him, apparently.
Oh.
Didn't Brandon shoot him? That was your first interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
I like everyone just goes, yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
But I will say, yes, I am 100% serious. Elkin Bling's happy ending is that he became king of the Isle of the Solstice.
Nice.
But you see Tally look up and say, "I'm so proud of him."
Yeah.
But the night continues. You do begin to rest up. And in the morning, if you so desire,
Yep.
Valin will absolutely teleport you to Bryn Shander.
All right, cool.
All right.
Buggers.
And you begin your journey to Bryn Shander. And I will need to find the appropriate music. I think we'll do this one. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay. So now we are... Nope, that's the wrong page. Where are you, Bryn Shander? Ah, there you are. So as you arrive with Bryn Shander, obviously, once again, very similar to Caer Koenig, the town is bustling. Snow has been melting. The sun is in the sky, and everyone's kind of like just trying to figure out what just happened. And Valin brings up a very interesting point and something that she's going to mention to you. She mentions that currently no one has claimed victory over the Frost Maiden. And she looks at the party and says, well, I, for one, intend to go meet with the town speaker of Bryn Shander. I want her to know what you guys did, what you accomplished for Icewind Dale, and more importantly, I want to make sure that she understands that despite what some of the people say about my organization, the Arcane Brotherhood did have a part to play in that. Now, I have my part of the story to tell. If anyone else, well, okay, she's like, right, the limbs. Fuck, forgot about that.
That's also
If anyone
one-
wants,
good.
Yeah.
if anybody wants to come with me to talk with the town speaker about
Yeah,
this, you
definitely.
certainly can. You want to go, Ragnar? Okay, yes,
Yeah,
of course.
I'll-
Is anyone else? Tally's like, I'm gonna bring Claudia and my friends to.
That's why I'm going. Like, she's still holding my shoulder. That's it. Crunch.
You see Claudia go like, you can go with Valin, I will be fine. And honestly, I swear to God, Ragnar, I could use some space. Do not make me cast a lightning bolt.
He pouts. He pouts. Like, just.
Look, and she
Okay.
she does whisper to you, listen, if you're a good boy, we'll do our little date here.
Okay, got it.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah, no one hears that. This-
And
Yeah,
she
go on,
kind of
boy.
whacks you a little bit with her tail.
Yep,
She
go on,
as
boy.
she sends you on her way.
Yep.
And she kind of hops on one leg and she actually does almost eat shit and she kind of grabs towards Tally and goes, all right, okay, cool. All right, let's I really need a new leg. And Tally's like, yeah, I know, I'm working on it. So Tally's gonna lead some of the party to go get Lim. So Ragnar is going with Valin. Is anyone else choosing to go with Valin? I mean, I
toward
guess that would actually
Eden.
be up to Bree because I believe everybody else
Mm.
is going.
Oh, okay. Eden said they were going to, right?
Yep.
I need my
Yeah.
limbs, bro.
Yeah, Eden is missing an arm. She definitely needs to go.
Trying to. Yeah, no, I'll just go. There's no reason not for me to go because
Okay.
if I remember, is Bryn Shatter the place where we had like a new burgomaster?
No,
Sorry.
the Burgermaster was Targos.
Yeah.
Burger Master.
Pretty sure I don't
Targos,
think we
Targos.
have been here long enough.
Weirdly, you were. This is a couple. I will say this. This is important information for you, Bree. Number one, you were here very briefly. It was a bit of an interesting time because one, this is where you first met Valen, and you had that conversation.
right.
It led to the whole Frostwind, the Icewind, the Frost Maiden's quest. And also, you do also realize that this is technically Tally's hometown. This is where she grew up with Killian. And what's interesting is that Killian has also been like a bit quiet because this is a bit of a homecoming for him.
Mm.
But
Killian's here with us, right?
yes, Killian is here.
I kind of look towards the party and I just kind of say to Villain and the others, I just kind of say, I think there's something else that I need to tend to, and my intention is that I kind of just want to help Killian return home, like his old house and stuff, and like, you know, just kind of help him, you know, talk through like what his plans are, because like, is that going to be with Tally? Are they going to go their separate ways? You know,
Okay.
does he want to live here again?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what? Okay, I'll allow that. Yeah, I think Killian does. Killian is actually opting to not get a new eye. He he's making a personal choice on that.
It's
So
stupid.
he is
Don't
going-
do it.
It's not optimal. Think of your build, Killian. Killian's like, I cast silence.
Oh, no, after
but
Brandon? Okay. Another?
oh. I was surprised Brandon didn't cast silence in the last fight. I was expecting it.
Well,
almost.
probably not. Yeah, not good for all of us. We need our spells.
Well, we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. But I'll say that. Yeah, we'll do like you guys are going. I will say this. So Killian and Bree are gonna go to Killian's hometown. Tally, Claudia, and Eden are making their way over to a place you never been before. Let me get my notes here.
Ooh.
There's Bryn Shander. So as you're kind of like walking around the town, you see this. You see what actually it seems like almost like a bit of a modest converted house. It looks like it's like a bigger house that's been turned into a almost like a chapel as well, like almost like a little church, if you will. And you see a priest outside, kind of like the building, like, you know, preparing some stuff, and she kind of looks towards you and goes, Tally, it's been a long time. And Tally kind of goes, I'm looking for Copper. And she's, yes, Copper, yes, he's just inside, you know, right this way. And as you kind of walk in, one of the things you pick up, no check required from you, Eden, you pick up that this place is, it is a place of worship for, let's see what you call it, for the Morning Lord, specifically. And as she kind of worships it at the moment, this is a very momentous day for her because there's a whole lot of sun in that sky. But as you kind of walk in, you see what appears to be a small gnomish man with a big white beard, like kind of crazy hair. He kind of pops over and he goes, by my word, Is that little Tally? Oh my
Oh my
goodness, Tally,
God.
come over here.
Oh my God.
And he kind of
Oh my
waddles his way over, and he goes, "Oh, I miss you so much. Oh, I thought so many times." And Tally's like, "I missed you too. I missed you too, Copper." And you see Claudia looking at this, going like, "Oh, I'm starting to see where she picked up some of her tendencies." And Tally goes, "Oh, Copper took care of me while my dad was gone for a bit. Uh, but yeah, you're just like, oof." It's like,
Sorry, just
Eden, are
got
you?
something stuck in my throat, you know.
Oh, okay. You see Copper kind of go, "Oh, yeah, yes, what can I do to help?" And you see Tally go, "Well, I know you're really good at making limbs and stuff, so could you help with some clockwork?" And she goes, "For you, Tally, anything. So let's get started." And rubs his hands together, and he brings you to his little workshop, and he's already got a couple things ready to go, and he's going to start some of the process. He's able to he's already got like several clockwork eyes,
Wow.
just ready to go for good old Claudia. And
Wait, I
Claudia
thought he
goes
can
like,
cast restoration or something, but no.
it's like,
Like
"Oh,
just
no.
mechanic.
There's no restoration magic. But you want the cool clockwork arms. That's the stuff that's just really good." And Tally goes, I'm not gonna lie, restoration like that is really hard to come by these days, Ragnar. And honestly, this seems like the best bet. I mean, I'm sure maybe in your travels you might find somebody who could do that, but I still think Copper can help. And Claudia's like, "I ain't complaining about a cool clockwork eye."
Yep.
And she actually gets one that's like pretty cool. I like to imagine it's like a silver version. I'm gonna be a huge nerd. It's the silver eye. It's like a silver version of the Eye of Millennium from Yu-Gi-Oh. And she just like puts that in. And then you see Copper kind of start to fix up almost like a plate to kind of go over the broken part of her horn, because she did lose part of her horn in this. So I will leave this up to you, Eden. How do you want your new clockwork arm and clockwork leg to look like?
I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking something like Millennia.
Yeah, let's go. I have never known defeat. And he works hard throughout the next couple hours to get that creation. And I like to imagine he tries to use materials that like match your kind of like gleaming armor. That's sort of
Okay.
like
Yay.
prismatic kind of look to it. So it
what?
like really blends
Millennium
together well.
Eye, Millennium Arm. That would be-
Millennium arm, millennium leg. Oh
my
god, we're just summoning Exodia now.
Yeah. All the body parts. Oh, boy.
Eden, the Forbidden One.
Yeah.
Ah. But yeah, it does take a few hours, but Copper is able to do that. But as that is happening, we then cut to Valin and Ragnar. You guys went over to
I was not there. It was just
I know.
my voice through the
You were there in
ethereal.
spirit. I
Yeah.
actually kind of
In
got mixed
spirit.
up and had you there for some reason.
Yep.
My bad.
No,
But
that's good.
you do end up seeing the town speaker
Ooh,
of Bryn Shander for the first time.
okay.
And her name is Speaker Devessa
Devessa.
Shane. I'll just put
Okay.
that on. Yeah.
Is it?
And
Is it this one?
yeah, that's her.
Okay.
Yes, that is her. And you see you see for a moment she kind of like clocks you and says, "Valin, it's been a while. How did your journey go?" And Vigalin goes, "Well, we got the results we wanted. As you can see, the eternal night has finally come to an end, and that is in no shortage of Ragnar and his friends, the sacrifices that they made to get us there, and the cooperation of the Arcane Brotherhood. like I promised. And you see Devessa kind of nod, and Devessa also has what appears to be it's not really a bodyguard. It's more of a sheriff of Bryn Shander. The sheriff, his name is Markham, and he's kind of
Wait,
just being
him?
quiet.
This one?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mark.
he's just being kind of quiet at the moment. He's very much. You know what? I will say. You know what, Ragnar? Make an insight check. You can be the first roll of the
Alright,
session.
Cool. Have so these two I have never met, right? Like before.
Currently, no. So, funnily enough, I did have an opportunity for you guys to meet, but Eden and Viren were like, we don't want to go talk to St. Trina, who was in town that day. So, you guys
Okay.
fucking bolted.
Yeah, I'll use my luck roll. It's not like there's any fight. 12. Yep, sure.
12. Okay. Not too much of a read, but you definitely know that at least enough to know that he's just kind of eyeing you. He's trying to kind of figure out the kind of people you are. You get the sense he kind of knows a little bit more about Valen, but this is kind of his first meeting with you specifically.
Yep. Got it.
And you see Valen kind of continue and say, I want the people of Icewind Dale to know that Ragnar, Bree, Eden, and Brandon, they did their part to bring the end to the Eternal Night. They should be compensated. Not necessarily monetarily, but they should be looked after. I think that is more than an appropriate response, don't you think? Devessa thinks long and hard and says, as much as I do want to give them compensation, and I do want to believe you, do you have proof that they were the ones who brought the Eternal Night? And goes, we will get proof, don't you worry. But in the meantime, make it be clear that you know in your heart that I was the one who had the best lead on stopping her. And if anything, if anyone else tries to claim that they were the ones to stop her, know that those claims are false. And you see Devessa think long and hard, kind of like keeping a more professional. Like, she's very happy to see the Eternal Night like come to an end.
But we don't have
she's
any
trying to
proof.
be.
That is also
She's
true.
trying to be professional, and she is also very much aware. And this is the interesting part about how you guys defeated the Frost Maiden. It wasn't in like a giant fight in front of all the 10 towns.
Yeah.
It was in a city deep underneath the ice. Any Joe Schmo could be
Yeah,
it was
we defeated her,
me.
yeah.
We stopped the Eternal Night,
Yeah.
right? So it's like an interesting little problem to have. But she kind of like gives a respectful nod and says,
Oh, I can actually show it to you if you right now if you want to.
show me what
Hello?
specifically.
The proof. Like if you really want to see, we can't show you anything. She's a deity and like she is blown to 1,000 pieces. But we could show you the scene we fought. There's an interesting spell I recently required through my bloodline called Teleportation Circle.
Oh, you did unlock that. Oh shit.
Yeah. I could show you.
You see, it's actually funny. Devessa goes, "Oh, you know how to cast that," and you see Valen go, "You know how to cast that?"
Just recently, like when blowing the deity to 1,000 pieces, like Zangorn must have left me this parting gift. I would like to think
I
that.
guess
yeah,
so.
Yeah. Just
I
to the
guess
DM.
so.
That the last part is.
No, I like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. That little bit of unlocked power for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But you see Valen go, we could, and you see Markham kind of go, that could be dangerous.
Well, there's no one there.
Devessa.
Besides, I also have one thing I need.
You see Valen go, well, and you recall, oh, there's Veneranda, there's all the arcane golems, there's
we
everything else that you didn't see in the city.
well, let me check the spell for a specific. Okay, let me
Wait,
take a look. Hold on.
Let me check my spell. You're looking for your journal.
Yeah, any creature.
But you see
symbols,
Valen, like,
yeah.
if Ragnar is correct, he does have the ability to teleport, and we could bring you some proof if you wish to see the proof yourself
Yes.
and be the ones to help make sure of this claim. And
I
Devessa
mean,
says,
you can also bring your like guards if you are worried that
Devessa
might do
thinks
something.
for a moment and says, "I think I would appreciate that." And Markham goes, I will get our best guards ready for this teleportation."
Yeah, and you can have one standing beside me if like you are worried. You can intervene or whatever.
You see Markham kind of like walk by you and kind of very whisper like you, "This better not be a trap."
I don't have the
Mhm.
energy, dude. We just lost a friend. I don't need to do that. If it's any other monster, I could just bring you a head or something. Like this Yeti pelt. Like I showed it to him. Like from my bag a long few sessions ago. Yeah. Or this bag of beans, whatever. Yeah. Like, but she's a deity. I can do shit. Like,
Yeah, it's funny. You see Markham look at you for a moment. I rolled a dice, by the way,
yeah.
and you get the sense that he's learning that you are telling the truth, and he kind
Yeah.
of like relaxes a little bit. But as you are preparing to go back to
Mm. The places we fought
Ifrin,
her. Yeah.
yeah, we do cut back to Bree and Killian.
Mm.
And you see Killian returning to his old home. It's a very modest home. It's almost like a townhouse, if you would. It has a bit of a backyard. Snow. You see like some of the icicles that were formed on sort of like the deck. That's leads to the entrance of his house are starting to melt from the temperature change, and you see Killian. He's bandaged his eye, so it is covered. Like he doesn't have to worry necessarily about that. And he just kind of looks at the door, and he's just, his hand is trembling a little bit as he tries to reach for the handle.
I give him a pat on the back. I say, "It's okay, Killian."
Okay. And he opens the door slowly, and a lot of it is kind of like stayed, almost like a snapshot in like a specific time in Killian's life. This is your first time seeing it, Bree, and you see wooden spoons, plates on a kitchen table. You see a little bit of food that has gotten rotten. There's a little bit of fruit flies that are kind of like lingering around in the room. You see sketches that are kind of put on a nearby wall. You think of when Tally was very, very young, when she was like very, very much a kid. You see what appears to be small little pots of that hold different types of plants that are next to a windowsill that you think Tally tried to grow at multiple times. You see outside that window the garden in the back that it seems like somebody has been keeping tend to it. It could have been Copper, it could have been anyone. And you just see Killian kind of walking around, just reminiscing about the time that he did spend here. And you get a sense that he looks he kind of sits down at the kitchen table and looks back to you, Bree, and says, "I think from what I gathered, it sounds like Tally's wants to come home. So, I guess I gotta clean things up a bit here, right?"
Maybe. Do you want to stay?
He kind of looks up at the ceiling a little bit, just like kind of like dust specks kind of float in the air at the moment, the sun going through the glass of the nearby window. And you see Killian say, "There were a lot of bad memories here, but there are some good ones. And I want to try and fix what I broke with my daughter. So yes, I think I'm going to stay. I think Tally, even though she doesn't know how to say it, she kind of wants this too. So we've got a lot of catching up to do, and And you see Killian also say, I don't know if I've ever said this, but thank you for keeping an eye on her, Bree.
For a good portion of time, I actually keep my eye on her. I kind of scolded her one time, and I did not. She got into more dangerous things. A bit hard-headed like me, actually.
Apparently that runs in the family.
It does. But can you believe it? Like, she wanted to adventure with us, and if I asked her what would she do if we got surrounded by enemies. This is a time where we just fought a mammoth and a giant, and she responded with, "We'll figure it out." What did you want me to do, Killian? She can come with us.
Yeah, she does tend to not think of the correct responses when she's stressed, and she always used to do that. She's definitely grown
And
since I last saw her. That much is clear.
so have you. And I kind of sit down by the kitchen table and I say, "You've lost a lot, Killian. Actually, lost things that I haven't lost yet." Mm, I kind of think about the rest of his family because if I remember correctly, the rest of the family.
Yes, so this is the one
Yeah,
thing I will
so
say. He has purposely not walked towards a specific hallway, which you think is where his
yeah,
bedroom is and where his
yeah,
son's room is.
yeah. I kind of just say, "It's been such a long time, Killian, and I'm still adjusting to the fact that you're more than my son now. You're a father on your own right, and you've lost so many. So when we talk, you can talk to me like we're equal. There's some things that you've experienced that I have not." And I kind of look towards that hallway that he's seemingly he's kind of avoiding, and I just say, uh, "Be sure to take care of yourself, Killian."
You see him nod and say, I know. I will. And you see Killian go, but what about you? What are you going to do now, Bree? You're always welcome, and I definitely owe you a place at this table. You're you're my mom. But what do you want to do?
Good question. I don't know. Obviously, I said to your father that we would go roam the lands a little bit, but there's still a lot of things that I need to settle here. And then I'm not too sure yet, but you should, but be assured that I'll visit every year if I don't happen to stay.
I think you and Dad have definitely earned a vacation. And
I don't know. I don't know if he can still walk with how old he has become.
he has. I've seen his leg is getting a little shaky.
I can't believe he is able to stay alive all these years. I didn't know what he had to.
Druids, man.
Druids. Yes.
But you see Killian give you a very warm hug, and he simply says, I'm glad that I got to see my home again. I'm glad I got my daughter home, and I'm glad I got to see you. And I hope with all that I have that you can find even more happiness in this life. A life that I really hope that you're a part of.
And Bree just looks out the window and says, "I hope I can as well." She kind of says, don't get me wrong. There's everything around us has been so joyous. Sun finally rises, but and in a way, Bree kind of just comes to this not realization, but the truth that she sort of have always known, and it's just there'll come a time where she'll outlive a lot of those around her.
Mhm.
Um, but maybe that's fine, and it doesn't stop. It shouldn't stop her from enjoying the now. And she just says, "I'm happy." And maybe she looks at the scars around her arms from the relic that I'm
Yes,
talking
those
about.
are still there. The little lines
Yeah,
around your arms.
but maybe the relic did her a favor. Maybe. um, but yeah, and then she just says, "All right, I'm gonna help you clean."
I appreciate that.
Yep. I
So
know you're
actually, as
not
you
that
say
good.
that, you see like one of the plates that's on like one of the top shelves just fall and just land on the ground and go,
Yeah,
yeah, I was really bad at dishes. I'm not going to lie. That tally was a
yeah,
little better. That
I walk you
he
since
looks
you
a
were a
little
kid. I pulled on
embarrassed.
his ear.
This
I
is the
pulled on his ear.
equivalent of like I invited my mom back home and my place is a wreck.
Yeah, exactly. Like and she's just like, "Oh, I'm not surprised, Killian." She's like- she's gonna go help clean.
Sick burn. But as you do help clean up and do that, I'm trying to think what's the next order of operations. I do really like that. I will say this for sure. A few hours do pass by, and Eden, you've got your sick new clockwork arms, baby. Let's go.
Nice.
You see, like, Viren actually's like, you don't see the strength of these. He kind of says, arm wrestle?
Yeah, let's do it.
And all right, make an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics check. 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 28.
Oh, you kick his ass. He's like, I got this. Oh, and you see Copper kind of smile and say, I told you I was good. I'm just saying, I'm really, really good at this stuff. It's like the what? Okay, well, that's not the only thing I'm good. And you see,
You're
see-
fantastic, Copper.
and you see Tally go it's like, yep, this is the one thing you're good. It's like, "No, Tally, you told them about the greatest invention I ever made, right?" And it's like, no,
What?
no, don't bring that out, please don't.
What
And
is
it's
it?
like, oh, no, I need to show him. And you
What is
see him
it?
like go all the way up the stairs and come back down, and he, oh Jesus Christ, he is wearing what looks like a
Uh-huh.
oh my God, where is it?
Uh-huh.
I gotta find it. No, I lost my note. Where did it go? It was here a
I'm waiting.
second ago. It is essentially okay, he walks down in what essentially looks like a fuzzy suit with a hood that he made himself that makes him look like a teddy bear. And
Oh
this
my
is essentially he
god.
made himself a what is it called? A Dakar Makara, I think is what it's called. It's basically like he made himself that, and he's like, well, you see, in the cold weather of Icewind Dale, everyone are going to be wearing. This is going to be the new fashion trend. Let me tell you that everyone's going to be wearing them in the future. I've already got at
Buddy.
least 10 investors. Let me tell you. And you see
Buddy.
Tally's got her hands in her face, going like, oh.
Sir, I don't wish to be the bearer of bad news, but the sun's out.
Copper's like, no.
Your business plan didn't consider the winter like failing.
But I put all my money in crypto.
No!
What could have possibly gone wrong with that? All right, well, he does do that. I like to imagine as Bree and Killian are cleaning up the room, Tally's spending time with Eden, Claudia's getting used to her new arm. Sorry, a new eye. And her new leg. She did actually get a new leg too.
Yay.
Claudia ended up going with like a clockwork design that was like pure black
Nice.
iron.
Oh.
That has like a bunch of sigils on it. You think that she actually worked with copper to allow her to cast a spell through her leg,
Ooh.
so she can like kick and cast a spell. So that would be pretty cool.
That's aura. That's aura right
Yeah,
there.
she's just gonna be aura farming. But as that is going on, Ragnar is finishing his teleportation circle. Because Ragnar's gonna go say hi to Vernaranda, which that will be interesting. So let me get that ready. All right, where are we? We'll go here. And let me just get where are you?
Yeah,
We'll
his
get,
first word is probably gonna be like, "Don't shoot." Just, I know you're pissed, but don't shoot.
Yeah, so as you
Yeah.
you cast this teleportation circle, you know what? Technically, teleportation circle has a chance of failure, so I want you to roll a
Oh.
D100.
Come on, dude.
Ooh.
Roll a D100. I'm not gonna be too mean.
All right,
43. Okay.
let's hope this.
You are fine. You're
He's
off.
mean.
You're off by a little bit.
Okay.
Yes,
You don't land in a, if anything, you know what I will say? You
Mhm.
land and remember the bag beans
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that little blue campfire?
Yeah,
that thing
yeah.
is still burning.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. We are back. A little bit off.
Valin just sees that and goes, that thing is still goddamn.
Magic. So. Yeah.
But as you do lead when you lead the group.
Oh, by the way,
into-
do you
and
need
for-
this torch? Like, need this fire? It's like ever burning flame or whatever. Like, I just asked. the
Markham
others.
and Devessa are not looking at you. They're looking at the giant underground city that is
Oh, yeah,
staring
yeah,
them
yeah.
in the face.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
And they're like,
it's nothing. It's nothing. Like, come on. It's not. this is-
nothing. Oh, nothing.
Yeah, this is not the place we fought her. So yeah.
It's,
Wait until you see
just-
where we fought. Yeah. So yeah, it's fine.
And she's like, Devessa's like, oh, it's wizards. Okay.
Sorcerer, mind you, I'm not a wizard. Just saying.
Actually.
Actually, yeah.
But as you do lead her into the city, you do see
Vernaranda.
Vernaranda approach. She's
shout,
not
yeah.
hostile, although she seems to have taken control of all of those arcane golem-like creatures. And they're just kind of standing there, a little bit creepily.
I was just like,
And
don't
Vernaranda
shoot.
goes,
Don't shoot. I know.
ah, yes. Ragnar.
I'm here to
Good
return
to
the
see
staff.
you.
Yep. I know you're looking after this.
Splendid.
We just
And
fought her.
also, by the way,
Yeah.
this is a very this is another day in the park. Markham and Devessa just saw a walking construct with a brain in a jar just walk
Yeah.
over and start talking with
Yeah.
you. They are going through it.
Yeah. Take it in one at a time. I look at Vernaranda just like, here, as we promised. Oh, by the way, I'm just taking like these people. They are from the 10 towns. You should know them. Like, it might be helpful if you want to do anything, in this place. Town speaker and her guards, and the Vernaranda, the people who helped us a little bit.
Devessa
A lot, yeah.
Devessa gets her composure and she
Yeah.
asks for Narenda. Is it true that Ragnar and his friends defeated the Frostmaiden? Vernaranda goes, why, of course. How do you think you got the end of that eternal night? And she's just looking at the staff at the moment. But more importantly, I have my own journey to make. And you see Valin kind of looking at her, and you see Vernaranda for a moment look at Valin and say, you've always seemed like the one who is looking for answers. You could come with me, you know. You see Valin go, to see the stars. There's a lot more than stars out there. And you see this moment where Valen thinks long and hard over what she wants and what has brought her across the sort of journey that she's made. And she takes a couple steps forward, looks back at Ragnar, takes a couple steps back, and goes, I appreciate the offer, but I don't necessarily like being... I want to work for what's out there. I choose my own fate. It shouldn't be handed to me. And you see Vernoranda give a respectful nod and simply hand a book to Valin and say, if you're looking for more of what this city had to offer, I should probably help you. At least get you on the right path. And you see Vernoranda turn towards you, Ragnar,
Okay.
and say, I appreciate all you did, but it's time that this dormant city finally rise to new heights. I doubt we will see
before-
each other.
Yeah. Before we do that, can I just show them the place we killed? Well, we sort of fend off the Frost Maiden. It'll be real quick.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright, cool. Come on, dude. We just fought her. It's not a big ask. Sorry. It takes so long.
It's not the
to-
highest DC, but she's like, I'm good to go.
Yeah, 19. Come on, but real quick. It takes 10 minutes tops.
You have
Out of your
8.
hair.
And Valin's like calculating how long it would actually take to get the spire. Go, we should probably move really quickly.
No, don't worry. I can still cast fly. Or stuff. Yeah.
So I like to imagine it's like you can cast fly. How does that? And it's like what? And you pick up the town speaker and
Yeah.
bring her
It's just like-
lightning fast across the
Yeah.
city.
Just
Show her
like-
the evidence. This is like a slam cut back, like
Yep.
her hair's all frizzled from like
Yeah.
the speed, and goes, I would like to go home now.
Hey, we didn't lie, right? So yeah, see, this is why we, fought her. You see
But-
the giant crystals, right? Those,
She did see the giant crystal. They did see,
yeah,
well, the remains of Mythalar because
Yeah.
Zangorn did destroy it.
yeah.
But
Brandon,
this is enough proof.
yeah.
This is enough proof in her eyes
Okay,
that that you guys were the ones of problem.
cool. Because I don't know what else can convince her. If she
Yeah,
doesn't believe
you're like,
us.
I don't know what else we could do to prove this.
Yeah.
But as you do leave and get the teleportation circle ready,
Oh, I
You
hand
see-
Veneranda the staff. Just saying. Those,
yeah,
like,
that
big
I
ones.
did.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
just
yeah,
at the
cool, cool.
staff,
Yep.
and she just walks forward with it. And as she kind of walks forward, and you guys teleport away. This does kind of happen off camera, but I'll give you guys a visual.
Yes.
The city does begin to thrum with magical energy. Pieces of the glacial that kind of surround it begin to crack and shatter and fall into nearby chasms. The whole city shakes with an immense power that you never got to see in person. But
Oh,
it
so sad.
rises as a floating fortress. And there's this moment where this blast of energy pierces the ceiling of this chasm, breaking a massive hole in the ragged glacier. And as it begins to rise and rise and rise, it continues into the sky. And it continues and shifts into a place unknown, to a sea of stars. For it seems like the city of Ifrin has finally left its frozen cage. Luckily, you return back to good old Bryn Shander, where everything is fine.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a couple more things we've got on the chopping block here.
Mhm.
Let's see where we're on. Okay, so we did that. Let's see here. Okay, I think what we'll do first is that I think what would be appropriate is that there's a little bit of downtime here where you guys kind of go off to do your own little things. I do recall Bree you were interested in actually reuniting with the Ragged tribe and touching base with
Yeah.
them. Okay.
Yes.
So let's do that first. Let's do that first. You do see it does take you a little bit of a journey to get to the Ragged camp. Luckily, the nice thing about this is I was like, is
Oh
this not
God,
revealed?
why
Probably.
is
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
why
I
are we
fixed
seeing a
it, sorry.
skull? What the fuck? Who is that person?
What?
Isn't
What,
that the
the-
old lich?
Yeah.
That is the mummy. That's Sanar.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
that's what
he
Sanar
looks like
look-
that? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what he looks like. He's a
Yeah.
mummy. He's not. He doesn't have like fucking moisturizer. Like
No, I thought no. I thought he was all wrapped up. Like even his faces. I didn't expect to see.
Yeah, I mean, like I did describe that for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? He's chosen to take those wraps off. He's flaunts it. He knows
Okay.
what he is.
Okay, sure.
You do see Sanar approach you, Bree, after a bit of a journey with you and your husband across the tundra, across the wastes. And you do see Sanar go, Bree! Oh, lovely, lovely Bree. Oh, it's good to see you. Oh, my friend. Gives you a big hug.
Poor father. It's just like kind of gives a hug back and just says, so how's the tribes been doing? Have they been able to enjoy the sun?
They certainly have. I was shocked. I was sleeping in my tent. I woke up and I saw the sun for the first time in a long, long time. And I knew that was you, Bree. I knew you were the one responsible.
Yeah.
And he kind of has a little chuckle.
One of us didn't make it.
Oh, I'm sorry
Brandon
to hear that.
laid his life so that the Frost Maiden would be gone.
I see. Well, he gave his life to a good cause. He gave it so that life could continue to flourish. That's the best any of us can do, is leave that kind of legacy behind.
Yes,
But I will miss the old coot, for sure.
so will I. Well, that's why I'm here, forefather. It's a matter of even if the sun has risen again and the sunlight melts the snow, there might things will come again where bloodshed will paint the 10 towns and the tribes. If that ever comes to pass, then I have allowed my friend's sacrifice to be in vain.
Sanar nods. And he thinks for a moment and he says, I have been doing what I can. And honestly, I think the first steps are within reach. The Rigid tribe has traveled for a long time, and we are still the thing that happened with Minnick is still fresh in our minds. But more importantly, seeing the sun rise over that hilltop, it's given us an opportunity to reflect. And you see an old orcish man. Interestingly enough, this is the one that gave Brandon his axe, Jägerride.
Yeah.
Gunvild, kind of like approach as well, and say, I think it's time that we start looking to the future. There's been a lot of violence in the Ragged tribes. A lot of harsh and cold nights. I am more than willing to let the Bear tribe be the first step to building a positive relationship with the 10 towns. The other tribes, it may take some convincing. But if we show them an example of an alliance that can be formed, that is both positive for both the 10 towns and the Ragged tribe, more will follow. I can feel it in my gut.
Bree kind of crosses her arms and just says, in time they will. However, for now, I don't think the Tiger tribe and the Wolf tribe are going to be that open to an alliance with the 10 towns.
I know. But we gotta start somewhere. I want to be the part of that. It's the least I can do.
I see. He's like, thank you, Grun. What's his name? Sorry? What's his name?
Gunvald.
Gonvald, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gonvald. And he just says, the axe thing, actually, did we ever like recover it? Or
You know
like,
what? I will leave it up to you. I think honestly it wouldn't have been destroyed. So I will say yes, you did recover it. So.
I feel like we recover everything.
Yeah. I will.
I
for
would
sure.
say for the axe, I guess it's like,
Mhm.
is it obviously from the Reggae tribe?
It is. It's very Rigid tribe.
The thing is, it belongs to Brandon, so I feel like I'm not here to return it. I actually just think it's still at his family home.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
fine.
just
I'm
turning.
perfectly fine with that. I just if you had something you
I,
wanted to do with it, I was gonna allow you to.
no,
take
I
it
was just
there.
wondering if it was. I was just wondering if it was
Where
destroyed
did
or
it
not.
end up?
It's like-
Where did it go? I need it for my
Yeah.
next character.
That's good. And I just like, yeah, it's there. And I say, all right then. So I still have a long life ahead of me, with the nature of the Canis blood within me, and kind of gesture to my pointy ears. And I just kind of say, I'll be sure to overlook the Reggae tribes for the rest of my life.
And you see Gunveld nod and says, I think we would appreciate such a gesture. And I think more than anything, Sanar seems to believe that despite everything that happened to you and your past and everything, well, you can bring about something good out of some of the messiness that we had with the Regid. So, I will do my part. I'll make sure the Bear Tribe is ready to begin a conversation with the 10 towns. I believe it's, what's the one in Bryn Shander? I believe her name is Devessa?
Devessa, yes.
Yes, Devessa. I will send my envoys. I will go there personally. I'm sure Sanar would be willing to come with me. Don't you think, Sanar? And goes, yes, of course. I would absolutely.
I kind of just say like, probably not, Sanar. I don't think you should go.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't look that bad. His arm falls off again. Okay, fine. Oh, it would have been so cool to meet them. No, stupid arm of mine. Oh, these old bones. But kind of readjusts himself.
If you
Poor
have the
Sanar
means to
can't
disguise
catch a break.
I just say, if you have the means to disguise yourself for a father, then you may, or it might be fine.
I will watch from afar. That's fine. I want to make sure good old Gunvald gets home. And more importantly, I want to make sure that the original dream of the Regid, I want that dream to come true. And I thank you for coming all this way, Bree, and starting that dialogue. We need people like you to give us good examples of what the Regid can become.
And she just kind of nods, looks towards Glyce, looks back at Sanar, and just says, and just like she kind of waves, kind of brush away the comments, the compliments, and just say like, please, and just like, honestly, this is just feels like the right thing to do.
He smiles. But is there anything else you want to do with the Regid tribe?
I don't know. Is there like a tribe that may be known for restoring limbs? Just like an inquiry, and then like
I
just
like to
put a
imagine.
pin
I
on
like
it.
to imagine you spend the next as you're here, and you also need a place to sleep for the night. I like to imagine you walk around some of the tribes, and at one point you see one of the bear tribes, orc soothsayer go, yes, I can fix his limb. I fixed him quite well, and he basically he has like a peg leg and like another peg arm. And he goes, he walks a little funny, but he's okay. Right there, Stumpy?
Oh my god!
And you're like, I don't think these people are going to help with that.
Yeah, no. I
But
guess I was like, "How's your healthcare?" And that doesn't work out. I guess.
it's it's a little tribal. They don't necessarily have the best healthcare for certain. But you do finish your little inquiry with the Ragged Tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I think what we're gonna do is we are going to cut to we're actually going to cut to Mr. Ragnar. Let's get Lonely Cat. Yeah, let's do this one. I really like this track. I know I've used it a lot, but I really like it. So Mr. Ragnar, you are having just a nice little date with Claudia at a nearby
Aha.
cafe in Brinshander. You're at a place called Cafe Cristal.
Cafe
You're
Crystal.
enjoying
Nice.
some wonderful sweets, some like
I like
little
tiramisu.
Danish
Just saying.
tiramisu for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm.
This is a couple weeks. I'd like to imagine you all kind of like spent time by yourselves, kind of like
recover.
doing stuff,
Yep.
kind of recovering, and you do have a wonderful time with Claudia, kind of like
Right.
laughing, reminiscing about all this. But it seems like Claudia does have one thing that she wants to talk to you about that's a little bit more on the serious side as the date is going. And you see Claudia kind of go,
What's up, Claude?
there. Well, I got something to tell you, and I
Sure.
don't know how you're gonna feel about it, but Valin's heading south. She's got that new book of hers, I guess, that she got from Vernaranda,
Yep.
and I think I'm gonna join her. I've got some stuff I need to figure out. Remember how you said I was stronger than the Frost Maiden, and I could be whatever version of myself? I believe that. I believe I can. But that version of myself I want to be, it's not in Icewind Dale. It's out there. It's out there somewhere. And I know I can find it. And I need to go with her. I need to see what I know the Arcane Brotherhood has done a lot of bad, but I need to believe that there's some good that it can do. And honestly, Valin seems like a different person now. She's changed. I think she's better. But I'd love for you to come with us. But I feel like you've got some unfinished business here, don't you?
I promised someone that I will help them with their family business, namely Eden.
You're talking.
Yeah. So
You're talking about Eden. Yeah.
Yep.
And she nods and she says,
That's
yeah,
why
that's what I
I
figured.
came prepared. DM, I would like to say I have a scroll of teleportation prepared. Just saying.
So you can airdrop? Okay.
I hand over
okay.
a scroll. Like that's why I broke the group bank. Yes.
You're like, remember all that money I got from that?
guys.
I spent it
Sorry,
all.
it's for a good cause. Just saying.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I spent some
Okay.
and crafted this, and I hand over her the scroll of teleportation. Like, just like if you ever need an airdrop, I'm just one scroll away. Oh, also take this bag of beans.
She's like, I'm not gonna lie, Ragnar, this is the weirdest first date gift I've ever seen.
Hey, I've given you flowers. Just like,
I did like the flowers. The flowers were nice, Reg. I love them.
It's
Just,
better.
I don't really have a house to put them in. But you know what? There's always magic. I will find a way. You know what it actually did? I think she does. She actually takes one of the head of the flowers that you got and she makes it into like a little lapel that she can
nice.
keep on her.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she does that, and she does say, well, I've got my trusty scroll now, I'm glad you didn't burn that spell book of mine. I'll keep it safe.
Yep.
And she actually puts the scroll in between the journal / spell book that she has. And she says, look, I won't be too far. I promise I'll come back.
Yeah.
And you owe me a second date, Reg. I could tell you that for free.
For sure. Like,
I'm thinking a castle
Claude?
next time. I think that's
Claude?
doable.
Claude, just saying. I love you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love you too.
Yeah.
And don't you die on me, all right?
Yeah.
I want the
It's a
best
pinky
view that you
promise.
can find.
I show her my pinky. Like, it's a pinky promise.
She does put her pinky out and give you a nice like little pinky promise, and then she kind of whacks you on the back of the head with her tail
Yep.
as like a little like small
I kiss her
gesture.
on the cheek. Just saying. Yep.
But she packs her things and she holds onto that scroll you prepared for her.
Mhm. And the
she
bag of
gets ready
beans.
to go.
Just saying.
And the bag of beans. Doesn't necessarily know what she's gonna do with that, but that's for me. That's for me to figure out.
Yeah, just toss it at the enemy. Watch him be buried by the mummies or whatever. Yeah, it takes 10 minutes.
Don't worry. I'll have
Yeah,
something
you'll figure
planned for
something out.
sure. One thing that does happen is that eventually Glyce and Bree do return to the home of Killian and Tally.
Right.
And one thing I think would be very interesting to do is there was that page that Tally wanted her family to write in.
Mhm.
And Bree, you already wrote the phrase "love persists." You see
Yeah.
Killian write his own passage, and it simply says, I couldn't be more proud of you."
Aw.
And you see Glyce write, "Let's stick together."
Oh.
And it's almost like each one of them is signed, and Tally writes in the center, almost like drawing around it as you see these lines kind of connecting each of the phrases. Simply say, "This bond won't break." And she just holds tight to her journal, thinking of all the adventures that she's been on, the journey that she's made across Icewind Dale as well. We have a couple more scenes to go through. More importantly, we have a scene that happens in a dream. Haven't done one of these in a while.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
And that's going
Oh.
to involve everybody's favorite paladin.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, who dat?
Who dat? You see Eden. You wake up in a very kind of almost like it's an amalgamation of rooms and places you've been before, back when you served at your hometown with St. Trina. You see several candles that are kind of lit around the sort of like moonlit hall. You clock like the geometry of the room is very strange. You clock right away that this is a dream. It's almost as if somebody has cast a spell to have a conversation with you.
Oh,
No.
And you see
Eden, wait. Eden
Oh, yeah.
will try her best to find her way out of this labyrinth.
Oh.
But
hang up
somehow,
the phone.
I think, but
Just like,
somehow, I
hit 'em.
think, no matter what corridor she turns to, it goes right to a certain door.
yeah,
Mm.
and you
Okay.
that door opens. And you see standing in front of you, not sitting, just standing, is St. Trina. And she says, "So, this is how this spell works. Interesting. I've heard you've been making the waves in Icewind Dale. I was shocked to hear that you were still alive. I figured the Chardelin dragon had killed you. I thought surely my star child wouldn't abandon her post like that, going chasing ghosts in a storm, but I guess I was wrong. I sent both you and Viren to bring back Chardelaine that is needed for the order, yet not a single sliver made its way back here. Viren, I can understand. The toy soldier has been broken for a time, but you, there must be some explanation, something I'm not seeing. So, what do you have to report?
I report that I have defected. I will not be returning to my post as one of your soldiers, as one of your paladins. I have something else to devote my life to.
Hmm. Interesting. So, a new cause, a new oath. Viren must have gotten to your head. I've given him plenty of room to make up for his little group of troublemakers, yet he still seems to be a thorn in my side. He's not worth your time, or mine. If you return back to Tao, I know you say you defect, but you could leave him behind and regain what you seem to have lost. Perspective. Perspective that we are above giving lost causes second chances. So what is your answer? Is it still... Are you still
Is-
leaving?
All of these soldiers who have gone missing or have never returned from battle. I thought they died, but this is how you think of them, huh? Lost causes, things to be thrown away.
She's just staring at you with this intense stare that you've only seen a couple times. And if this was a different version of yourself, it might scare you, but you are holding your own, Eden. You are staying strong and standing up to St. Trina in this moment. Everything...
I
Oh, yes, continue.
I chose to devote my mind, body, and soul to this order, to you. So did all of the other cadets, all of the other paladins who made it there. I don't wish to serve someone who would be happy to throw our lives away for an unjust cause.
So now you know what justice is, it seems.
Yes, I do, because I enacted it on the Frost Maiden. And if I can kill a god, a saintess shouldn't be too much trouble.
Drop the mic.
Just the slightest flinch when you say that, Eden. Such an unfortunate series of events that has led you to this conclusion. Very well. Enjoy your new cause. Enjoy your new life with your broken toy soldier. I am saddened that you will not have a chance to see what is to come. You truly could have been part of something great. And she just walks by you as all these little bits of candlelight flicker out into smoke as the scene returns to darkness. And in that moment, you wake up back in your room. You're still getting used to your augments your arms. It's still kind of like it's a lot to still take in.
There's still phantom pain.
There's still phantom pain. And you just look and you see sleeping with a sword leaned against him in a chair is Viren. He's completely out.
Eden's gonna kind of kick the chair out from under him and say,
Ugh.
"Why are you sleeping like a hobo? We're in an inn, for God's sake. You can sleep next to me. I know there's only one bed, but
you seem. He actually kind of sits next to you on the bed, and he says, "You seemed like you were wincing in your dream. I didn't want to scare you." Is everything all right?
you couldn't. I'm fine. I think I steeled my resolve.
You talked of her, didn't you? That's what that dream was all about.
Does she do that to you? That's the first time I've ever experienced that.
He gets really quiet for a moment and he says, when I was a little bit more resistant to serving her, she had ways of manipulating people. I don't really talk about this, but there was one week where she purposely made it so that I could not sleep. And that's actually it's actually strange. I used to never be able to sleep that well until I met you. You were the first time I actually got a good night's rest, I feel.
And you'll never have another night that is restless without sleep, because I'll be beside you.
Do you mind if I just lie down next to you? I think I could really use that.
If you don't, I'll break that chair. That way you don't get to sit in it and sleep there anymore.
And you do see Viren kind of just lie next to you and just kind of hold your hand as they kind of they caress with each other. And he just looks at you and say, "We're gonna stop her together, okay? I promise you, with everything that I have, we will."
I promise you the same.
And as you hold each other's hands, you do drift back into a nice slumber.
Oh, cute, oh, cute.
All right. So I will leave one last bit for you all. My question to you is, are there any final scenes as the group begins to split up? Because I do have an idea. I have an ending sequence planned and ready to go. But if you guys want to have one final scene, Ragnar, Bree, and Eden together, I think that would be more than appropriate.
I mean, we can. If it's just a party, then probably no, because we'll have that moment on the way. If it's for the others, like parting.
Think of it this way.
Okay.
Think of it as, is there any final scenes as a group? Any
okay.
final conversations with the three of you that you would like to have? Anything, any
Why
words that
don't
you...
Why don't we go back to that town we first started at, underneath that tree where we
Oh yeah, I
vowed
wanna.
to defeat the
I
Frost
totally want to go
Maiden?
back. Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Now that you
really
mention
cool.
it.
I like that. So you want to go back to Bremen?
Yeah.
That's where
Brandon.
this journey started.
That's-
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Like
I
when
will,
is this in time? Is it like
I will
before the
say
thingy?
at this
Or
time, I will say at this time it's I'm trying to think in the timeline that would be appropriate.
We rested for probably a couple of
Maybe
weeks.
this was
Yeah.
maybe this was before you left to go talk with the Regga tribe, Bree.
Mhm.
And
okay,
this
okay,
and
gotcha.
this was maybe just recently after the date happened with Claudia, where
Mhm.
Claudia said that she was going to go make her journey with Valin.
Yep.
All right, gotcha. Okay, that gives a good, clear frame of reference in my head.
Mhm.
All right. Also, boss, I set you a PM.
Oh shit, sorry. A lot
Yeah,
going
I
on.
got you. That's all good. So we're under the tree. Wow, full circle.
Mhm.
All right. I want to pay the old lady's grave a visit. That's what Ragnar want to do.
Okay. So as you approach the old lady's grave,
Her
they,
name is Rima, right? I can't.
that's correct.
Yeah.
You
That's
very
foul that there's like a line over her eyes.
Yeah.
Who did that? I
Who did
wonder.
that? That's evil.
I think in this moment she can stare at the butterfly once more. I will say this, Cream Puff. What is also interesting, and I think Ragnar, there puts a smile on your face. Cora is walking the streets with her son. That was one of
Oh,
the
okay.
very first quests you
Nice.
had
Yeah.
in this journey.
Trying to find her son. Nice.
And it seems like the son eventually did make it home.
We rescued him, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad he's safe. All right, I'm gonna put some flowers on Rima's, grave, just like rest in peace. Yep.
All right. So, Ragnar, at the beginning, at the start of this journey, you find yourself at a crossroads. But you did make a promise. So, where is the next step of your journey taking you?
Well, wait, I could. Yeah, he could have done that. Like in between, right? He will
Mhm.
teleport himself back to his home.
Okay.
The benefit of having a teleportation circle. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He'll like walk outside, like his family's house, just like watch from a little bit afar, trying to see if anyone's at home. Yeah.
You do see your mother appearing to essentially setting up something in the room, like almost like she's just going through a regular routine. She hasn't noticed you yet.
Nope. And he will look. All right. He will quickly slide a note, using Mage Hand, sliding it under the door. A letter he
All right.
kind of wrote, like, on the way here. Yeah. So yeah. It'll be real short. It's like, hey, it's me. Ragnar. I'm all fine. I helped defeated, we as a group helped make sure the winter is over. Sort of. So yeah. I still have some things left to tend to. But after that, I'll come home for a visit.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah.
A promise you make
like
to your
PS,
family.
Yeah. P.S. Please, just take care of yourself. And don't tell Wolfstack I was here. Yep.
You leave the letter. A promise to yourself and a promise to your family that you will come back.
Yep.
But there's stuff to be done.
Right. Yep. That's
Other
it.
things to do.
Yep.
Eden,
Yeah.
we are very much aware as to where your next part of your journey is going. And it sounds like Ragnar will be joining you. And it sounds like Viren will absolutely be joining you on this part of your journey, this part of your story. Is there anything that's going through your mind, any parts or things that are out there that you still think of, trying to accomplish, trying to do? A whirlwind of emotions I'm assuming you're going through at this moment.
Eden thinks back to her time at the Order, fighting and training so hard for some vague goal, all to please one person, but now that she's gone through her own journey of growth with her found family, she finds that maybe perhaps they're the only ones that she needs to please, or maybe perhaps she doesn't need to please anyone at all. Her life is her own.
Beautiful. And what about you, Bree? Where do you think the next step in your journey is?
Good question. The next step is for Bree for her life to enjoy the time that she has with family and to help mend the relationship between the tribes.
Mm-hmm.
However, I would like to imagine that if like let's say Ragnar and like um Eden were like together,
Mm-hmm.
Bree just arrives last minute because Bree's gonna go with them.
Ooh. Hey, wait. This is Ragnar speaking. Hey, I thought you were saying like, didn't you and your husband just, and your son just? You don't have to come. We totally understand.
I thought about it, and the only reason why I have my family back is because Brandon, both of you have been able to help me. I'll be staying up too much if I didn't go with you. And I don't want to let Eden go through this alone. Or at least without me.
Fair. Just so you know,
Yeah.
like, if anything, like, ever happens, I'm gonna, kick you out, and you just, like, yeah, just like you just found your family back, so yeah, nowhere danger you're gonna,
You see,
Unless
Bree,
it's easy,
Ragnar.
yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Ragnar can go through his own journey, but there's just some things that are never gonna change.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Eden's here, right?
Yes,
Like in this
Eden is
area.
here.
Maybe.
I like to imagine
Maybe.
that it is
Maybe.
I
Maybe.
like to imagine this is a little scene between the three of you specifically.
Yep.
I look towards Eden and I just say, am I not allowed to come?
Of course you are. I wouldn't. I'm actually really glad that you're here. I'm not sure if I would have enough courage without you.
And then Bree kind of just like puts her arm around both Eden and Ragnar and just said like, and without Brandon, it's like I'm pretty sure you both of you need some wisdom in this group.
What's that supposed to mean?
Huh?
Cream Puff, I like to imagine Cream Puff is like just shaking his head in the
Yeah.
background when you say that, Eden.
Yeah, like Ragnar was like, huh? Just like, huh?
And it's like,
The chaos junkies need to have somebody to rein them in.
Yeah.
It's just
Another
like-
more chaotic junkie, I guess.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
Bree kind of just puts like a hand to her chest, like kind of showing herself off a little bit, and just said, "Listen, it's just like with age comes wisdom, and I feel like I can provide that for
For
both of
real?
you."
Like
So
anyway,
as
yeah.
you kind of laugh at this moment, Eden, you take solace knowing that your friends are going to be with you in this next part of your journey when you face Saint Trina. You won't be doing it alone.
Yay.
And now we are going to cut to the ending sequence.
Ooh.
And let's see. Let's make sure it's working. Oh my god, is the audio not working for this?
Oh no.
No,
Some things never
I
change.
need this fucking track. Oh my god.
Some things never change.
Strahd. Oh, good old Strahd.
Welcome back,
All right.
Strahd.
Yeah, okay. I might actually need to fix this. That might just destroy my OCD too much.
You know what?
Just bear with me too much.
You know
Just
what?
bear with me for a
Take your
second.
time. Take your time.
I'm sorry. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn it, I was doing good flow, and then this fucking happened.
It's all good,
right.
all good.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's see here. Let's add this to
Oh, just so
thing.
you know, I swapped Fire Shield with the new spell. Like DM. That's the ability I can do.
Okay, nice.
So
Okay,
you take
sorry,
your time.
I was it.
All
All right, I got the track. I got the
Yeah.
track. It's working now.
Cool.
There we go. Perfect.
Yay.
Hey,
Okay. We see an Icewind Dale touched by radiant light of the summer sky, a warm light that hasn't reached the eyes of its people for a very long time. Across the dale, across the 10 towns, we see the people begin their morning routines. We see Calvin of Targos addressing a crowd of villagers, promising new opportunities in this new era of the town, the one that you helped build. We see Gareth and Keegan walking their trusty companion boy as local children pass a ball back and forth. We see Longneck rise from the lake with a fresh catch of knucklehead trout, just waiting to be shared with the people of Bremen. We see town speaker Nimsy of Lonelywood talking with Danae as they finish mounting a giant albino moose head above the fireplace, sharing stories of their encounters with the group as one of the patrons takes a bite from a wild magic candy bar. We see Tally in the garden and in the back of her house, tending to a flower, a mixture of yellow and red. She smiles as she takes notes on its progress, writing in her journal, continuing to add new entries every single day, thinking about all the things that she can and will learn. Beside her, Killian, her father, crouches down, tending to his own flower. While it's small at the moment, Tally knows it will grow into something beautiful. It takes time, but it can and will grow. Up in the cold north, the bear tribe, along with Sanar, makes their way through a cold storm. They see a flag sporting the sigil of Bryn Shander. As 3 10-towners approach King Golmvold, a firm handshake is made. the beginning of an alliance and a brighter future for both the 10 towns and the ragged people. We then cut to the people of Kerkonik, who are working hard on a thick wooden statue. The carpenters tirelessly begin their craft. Several hours of hard work lead to the completion of a statue of Brandon Snowwind, tall and stern. The phrase, "no sacrifice, no victory," at its base. We see Des folding linen and preparing to open the store for hopefully a profitable day. She glances at the silver locket around her neck. As the door opens, she smiles, happily ready to greet these new patrons. Two of them are cloaked, armed, as one has its hand on the pommel of a sword, as the third closes the door behind him. We see several members of Brandon's family bustling about Snowwind Ranch. Skylar appears to be teaching Soren how to paint for the first time, while Claire, who is wearing a beautiful sundress, pulls several fresh carrots from the garden, a garden that you helped grow, Bree. Cassidy is on the porch, sitting on a chair, rocking back and forth as she looks at the family. She is filled with the nerves and the reality of her newfound role as head of this family. But she glances at the hillside and sees the graves of Brandon and Fran. She finds her center and remembers that her mom and dad are watching over her. We then cut to deep underground. Carson, with a torch in hand, is doing sort of a routine checkup. However, his face starts to grow pale as he finds what should be a caved-in tunnel. Instead, it's a freshly evacuated one.
Yeah.
And there before him is an empty room with no shuttle and deposit. We then cut to a vast starscape, an ocean of celestial constellations and stars. We see a floating city, one that until recently had been buried and forgotten. Werner Randa looks upon this vast plain from the safety of its spire. We see Eden and Viren traveling along with the group. Eden still going through the stages of her recovery process. You guys are sparring at this moment. And while Viren does get to jump on you a little bit, you are still able to kick his ass eventually.
Yay.
While you both laugh, though, Viren does reassure you that you will face St. Trina together. And crossing through the mountain pass that leads out of Icewind Dale, we see Claudia and Valin marching their way southward. Valin looks intensely at what looks at an ancient map, a new destination, an opportunity for the Arcane Brotherhood. Claudia, on the other hand, looks back at Icewind Dale one last time before she begins this part of her incredible journey. At some point, necessarily out of timeline and out of order, we saw two figures under the night sky. Bree begins this elegant dance across the tundra. The snow drifts along with her, complementing her performance. Her partner is no slouch either, as Glyce matches with his own movements, promising the dance that they wanted to share. And in this moment, together, they are one, and they feel safe, and they feel, at least in this moment, at peace. Under that same night sky, a figure shrouded in darkness watches over the tundra. They watch over the trees and the people that thrive in such a dangerous place. The cold wind begins to bellow behind the figure, but it suddenly disappears. This place is no longer their dominion. Where the figure ends up now, it's hard to say. And finally, we see Brandon and his trusty companion Peanut walking in a woods that seems to go on forever. The sounds of nearby stream catch Brandon's attention. As he makes his way closer, he sees for the first time in a very long time Fran, his wife. She smiles and simply says, "Nice to see you, old man." In these moments, winter's gown has finally been cast off. A never-ending night no more, the sovereignty of frost and cold finished. For a while, she couldn't see it herself. There was a beauty that could be found in the darkest and coldest of nights. A warmth that could and can be continued to shared. A torch that could be passed on to others. For it was the bonds that people formed that kept that fire going. After all, love persists. And that's will end the campaign.
Wow.
Good
That
game,
was so
Okay
everyone.
naman.
cute.
Okay naman. Okay naman.
Well, I hope you like that ending session.
Yeah.
To be
Banger.
honest, I was
Cinema.
thinking we might need to actual fight scene, but this is way better. Yeah, just like
I to give a little bit of a preview, I did
Mhm.
mention this a couple times. I do want to do a 3-part Saint Trina arc
Mhm.
for sure. It's gonna be a 3-part session. It's
Mhm.
gonna be it's gonna be Bree, it's gonna be Eden, it's gonna be Ragnar,
Mhm.
because of course. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it open that if Ragnar does want to leave with Claudia, he can. But I'm like, he's gonna stay.
Yeah.
He wants to see this to the end.
Yeah, definitely.
So I figured, and I really did like how like some of those ending scenes. I think you guys did a phenomenal job acting them out. And we'll have a little bit more opportunities to return at some point.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, fantastic session. And this is also good for me because I do kind of need a break.
That's alright. That's fair.
I was like, I've been putting a lot to make this work.
Yeah.
Yes, you did, and we
Like,
appreciate it.
yeah.
Oh, no
props
problem.
to
Thank
you,
you.
like,
Well,
No.
I do have two.
Hey.
Yeah, I do have
Oh,
two
sorry.
questions though for everybody, because I think I'm ready to step back in as a GM.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first is there's one system and I wanted to run. It's the Wrath and Glory system, set in
Okay.
the Warhammer 40k universe. Would that be something you guys are good with, or is there a system you guys wanted
Oh
to try
boy,
out?
do
Or
we get to play as Space Marines, whatever?
Smurfs?
Yeah, like,
No, not in this. Unfortunately, it's
dude.
more like Dark Tide than Space Marine.
Sure. Like,
That could
No,
be
but
it'd be
interesting.
like
still, do we get to
humans, I
play
think.
like? Because
Well,
if
what's
that's
the
it,
well,
I'm
well
all in.
hold on. What's the other one you're also thinking of? I'm curious what the other one was.
Yeah.
There was one other. I don't remember. I think
I
it might have
remember
been.
you were mentioning
West
because I
March,
was
I believe that's the one.
curious. I was curious if because you were saying you had a module that you wanted to try out that was
Oh, it
like
was
one
the
of
This
the
was
hell.
guys.
for
Yeah,
D&D.
yeah, it's for D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Chains of Asmodeus.
Yeah.
If we did that, I mean, if we did that, shoot me your notes. I may be able to somehow squeeze the Saint Trina thing in there somehow.
Ooh. Ooh.
But
What?
Wow.
but
Well,
I mean, the
yeah.
idea was that would be like a almost like a sequel of sorts,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
because it is a high level campaign.
Mm-hmm.
That could be interesting. I mean,
As
I
in,
kind of I kind of have my own ideas for Saint Trina, but I do like the idea of if we do
Cross-campaign, yeah.
if we do a cross campaign would be kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I think I'm kind of leaning more towards that, honestly, because as much as I do, like I'd like to do a Warhammer campaign, I
Mhm.
don't know if I'd be able to write a Warhammer character necessarily.
Oh, it's easy. Just like either really, really dumb, just kill, or
Well,
just
I want to write a compelling Warhammer character, and I know there are
which is
plenty
really
of compelling ones.
You like
Oh,
you-
yeah.
This is
okay.
my
you can't-
this is my OC, guys. He's not like Sanguinius, guys. He's
Yeah.
different.
I also do not
Guys.
steal.
It's
I
totally.
will say
Sanguinius.
this.
Yeah.
I will say this. The only
It's
reason
probably
why
Gilman, yeah.
I was leaning towards maybe doing another D&D campaign is one,
Mhm.
it's something that we're familiar with. with, so it's a system
Yeah.
we don't have to
Yeah.
necessarily relearn. And the other thing is I did have some more like lighthearted characters I wanted to play.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Because like
Problem is, hell is not a lighthearted place.
Yeah.
well, I actually like the contrast though. I still have I had an idea of a character that I think could
Ooh.
work in a going to a hellscape landscape, but I've definitely been itching to play as a D&D character. But I don't want to out veto anyone, but it's just kind of up to what the rest of the party thinks.
Yeah, so take a break from D&D and learn a new system, or discover what high level play is like in D&D.
Like, I'm good with
Spoiler
both.
alert, balance
Yeah.
goes out the window at the high level. Balance does not
Yeah.
exist.
yeah,
Either you
yeah.
win handily or they win handily. There is no in between.
Yeah. I want to ask about the Warhammer system. Was it like to put it simple, was it like D&D in Warhammer? Because there was one, I believe, the system that
Yeah,
was, modded, sort of
there's
like
been a bunch. No,
Yeah.
this is a unique system that was made
Okay.
specifically for Warhammer. It
For
was made for
Warhammer?
Warhammer nerds who may not have any dice above a D6.
Oh, okay.
So it was made to utilize D6s.
Okay. Interesting. What's it
Uh,
called again?
Wrath and Glory.
Wrath and Glory. Okay, cool.
Well,
Basically,
oh, sorry.
I was going to say that the system, the way it works, at its basic, is you roll, you get a number, you have a ability score, but you also have a skill score. So, for example, you have strength of 3 and athletics of 2. When you want to make a check, you take the ability score, the skill score, you get a number of dice equal to that total, and then roll it.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, for athletics, you need to climb. Your dice pool would be 5 d6s. A 1 to 3 does not get you on a d6, gets you no successes. A 4 and 5 gets you one success. A 6 counts as 2 successes.
Okay, so it's a
Which
little
is
bit like the Vampire Masquerade, sort of a D6 system.
kind of.
Interesting.
It's
D6 system.
World of Darkness, except it uses d6s instead of
Yeah.
10s.
Okay.
I was gonna say we don't necessarily need to decide right now, but maybe we what we could do is we could definitely give it like a week or two, and then we could kind of think about it. The only thing I was gonna say, Falcon, just as a thought, is that I think regardless of which one we choose, we should definitely do like a primer, because I definitely think that primer was very useful for this campaign.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because that kind of helps us get the idea of like the tone of the campaign. We can kind of come up with characters that have like
Fitting,
cross-connecting like
oh, absolutely. I mean, there's
yeah.
like Wrath and Glory straight up has a setting I'm just going to be using. So I will be I will definitely make like a primer. There's also a meme about like the rules for not dying in the 41st millennium. By the way, this is not a joke, and the rules basically like make sure you have reloads. Always check the bodies because death is usually the beginning.
Okay.
And also don't abuse psychic powers because the warp will betray you.
I was like, that much I do know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for sure. I say we could probably just and give it a little bit and see what we're all kind of feeling for sure. And like I said, for Cherry, I'm definitely I know we didn't get to see Trina. We did get one scene with her at the end, but I don't worry, I have a plan. I promise. I have a very interesting, like I may have also in that ending epilogue teased a couple things.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
you
Frost
did.
Maiden.
Yeah.
She was there. Definitely.
I was like, when I was writing that, I was
Cheating.
having a lot of fun because I was also like, I want to wrap up the story, but I want to kind of do like what I've seen in a lot of TV shows where they do like a season ender that kind of gives you a little bit of a taste as to what's to come.
Yeah,
So
I really
was
like
pretty,
that. Yeah.
I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, like once again, thank you guys so much for playing in this campaign.
Like,
I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
It's like it's all like
That
you
was
built this.
wonderful.
Like this is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I really tried to do the best job I could.
You did so well. Yeah.
You did good.
Yeah.
You did good, kiddo.
Yeah, and then the other thing, I guess, if we do come back for that 3-part arc for Eden, we'll have to see what Falcon's new character is going to be.
Whoa.
What?
Because Falcon's got to be there.
In spirit.
But I'm very curious if Falcon's got any ideas of like.
Yeah.
I had an idea like it would be kind of interesting if you wanted to play like a paladin
Mhm.
of Saint Trina, like that had like a different perspective on things. Like
Let's.
that could be
Yeah,
interesting.
you know what?
I
We have a
have
couple
some
of
thoughts.
weeks. We can still
Yeah,
like
yeah.
chat
Honestly,
over
if
the
you have any
chat.
interesting ideas like that, you could definitely shoot them for them.
Mhm.
Because honestly, I am probably going to need time to like fully set up this because I can't just use the
Mhm.
module. I have to actually build maps. I got to build like proper like
Yeah.
character stuff and arcs
Or
and everything.
or you can steal the unused part from the module. No one would know.
Weirdly, like I do have some stuff I could bring from the module, but I have a very specific idea of what I want to do for this.
Yes.
But
Hmm.
that one's gonna take some time. Luckily, I got a bunch of overnight shifts coming up. I can work on it while I'm at work.
Damn, dude. Sorry.
But
For
I'll
work.
survive somehow. But I do definitely need to go and get some stuff ready because I do have a shift tomorrow.
Totally. Go,
But
go.
once again, thanks again.
Thank
Thanks,
I hope
man.
you guys
you for
enjoyed
running.
that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and hopefully soon we'll see which campaign idea we decide for Falcon to run.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Totally.
All right.
Yay.
So
Right.
I look forward to hearing
Yeah, let's just chat
what
in the chat.
your choices. So
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
chat in Discord
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, you take it easy,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks again.
Bye.
GGs.
Good game.
Good
Good
GGs.
game,
Good
everybody.
game.
Good night.
Good
Goodbye.
game. Good night.